So guys, here we are on the Festival Park Retail Centre here in Stoke-on-Trent. For those of you who are local to the channel, you'll know this place well. For those of you who are not, this place, just a bland, boring retail park like many others up and down the country, is what some of the people here in Stoke would probably class as the town centre now, the city centre, because all the big guns that were once in the city centre have now moved out the city centre and moved down here. Yeah, you're going the wrong way, love, down the one-way road. Dear. Hey, it'll be the cyclist's fault. Anyway, I digress. Where was I? Shit, now I'm doing it. That'll teach me. Right. So, as I was saying, all your big guns are here. You're next. Your River Island. Your Costa Coffee. B&Q, which, alright, they're always on retail parks, but you've got your Boots here. New Look. Go outdoors. Let's cut across here. All these were in the city centre at one time. Sadly, no more. People love the convenience of a retail park when you can just pull up at the side of the shop here, nip in, get what you want, and be gone without after facing any parking charges, dust heads, and everything else that the city centre offers. Argus, JD Sports. So you can see all the big guns are here, and even now there is a Superdrug in the city centre, but this place is opening. It's a big old one, so again that'll be another store pulling out the shopping centre. God help the city centre if Primark ever pulled out. That really would finish it off, because you speak to young'uns and Primark's the only shop they go to visit apparently. So if that ever pulled out, then we could kiss good night to the rest of the city centre. So let's go take a look around. So folks, we're just on the other side of the retail park. This here that you can see, the old foundry, tailor-made castings, all soon to be knocked down. The grey fencing that you can see along here, people will have known it who are local. There's the evergreens. Back in the days when pubs had customers in the 80s, 90s and noughties, this place was the place to be seen. sadly no more. Fencing went up a few months ago now, the diggers are in, they're knocking it down. Right, it's been flattened. I might get my drone up if this wind drops a little bit to see what we can see from above. But yeah, what's being built here, there's a little. No Waitrose, no Marks and Spencer's food hall for the people of Stoke-on-Trent. Just a good old-fashioned Lidl and Aldi. As you can see, it's going to be a fair size looking at the perimeter of it. I don't know how it's all going on with the traffic, because the road we've just been on is busy enough come rush hour, so I don't know how shoppers are going to go on getting on and off the place. But hey, people with better brains than me will have already worked that out, I would imagine, or you would hope so. But what's also happened now the bulldozers are moved in, as you'll see here, as I've just come to it, all of the homeless were living here, just this side of the fence, but now they're here. And that's the thing, you see. People complain about Festival Park, Hamley City Centre, saying it's full of dust heads and homeless and whatever. So they prefer to go to Festival Park. But what they fail to realise is, in all them bushes across there in the woodland, there's plenty of homeless living there amongst the woods and the trees. We'll go take a look across, see if there is any still there. They often move around. Camps like that can often be found where they've been. So that's the next leg of the journey. We'll go across and see what we can find. Right guys, so we're here in the woodland part of Festival Park, just over there, as you can see between the trees. There's the retail centre, the shops, and the place that people say they prefer to shop these days. But what, 300 or 400 feet away, here in the woods, you'll find plenty of this. This is not clothes that have been dumped here or blown here or whatever. This is camps where Stoke's homeless and drug addicts and booze addicts and whatever addicts have been living. Scattered all around here they are. Like I say, they move on. They don't stop long, but a tent was there the other week, but obviously they've now moved on, and we left what worldly possessions they own behind by the looks of it. So right, so let's go. Like I said, as you can see, there's the shopping centre, retail park should I say, which is it is classed as a city centre to many now, sadly, because what shops there is, decent shops left, they all seem to be on there. So, and like I said earlier, people can rock right up to the door, nip in, get what they want, and nip back out. No parking charges. but Jesus, it's such a bland experience. Retail parks are. They're not my thing. So, let's see what we can find. We might have to go off the beaten track a little bit, and here we are. You can see something here. Yep, there we are. I don't want to disturb them, but in case they are in the tent. Because I've said in past videos, you don't always know what kinds of reception you're going to get. But yeah, another example of somebody just living behind the back of Home Bargains, the grey building as you can see there. I mean, you don't really know people's stories until you ask, but some are generally homeless. Some of them are, well, some of them have been given lots of chances and abuse them chances, so they end up on the street because what can you do with them? But I've also spoke to homeless people who prefer to live on the street because they feel safer. Let's go right. They feel safer because the only thing they've been offered is HMOs with heavy drug users, and they're not drug users. They don't want to. They don't want to be in there with them. They don't feel safe. So it's a tough call. We're all quick to judge, but some of them really do have a genuine story. Let's go see what else we can find. Right folks, so we're still on the retail park, as you can see there from a distance, not a million miles away. Still under woodlands at the back, but this tent now that was spotted, he's been here for a while. He's actually in a good spot. He's on the top of this hill in a big old tent, a green tent, so it's pretty well camouflaged, and I don't really want to go riding right up to it just to capture it, in case the guy's in there. So I'm just going to see if I can show you from another angle. But it's actually so far I can see two people camped out here, living here, homeless. A camp that's been moved, a camp that you saw earlier by the Evergreens pub, been moved. So there's not as much as there usually is, so they've probably gone on to other parts of the city now, as they do. Where is it? Yeah, he's up there. So gotta be careful where you're treading as well. As you can see there's a tent. He has been here for a long time. I don't think I'm going to get any closer. But again, you'd walk past, you wouldn't even know he was there. He's not been a nuisance as far as I'm aware, but I would imagine if you were females across here walking the dogs like they do, you'd notice these things and you'd feel a bit uneasy, especially in the evenings. But like I say, most people are oblivious that they're here. I think what they tend to do is go onto Festival Park now and again, do the begging, go up to Hanley in the city centre, do the begging, and then come back here because they probably feel a lot safer here than they do sleeping in the city centre. Let's see if we can get a view of it from this side. I'll just spin round here. Yeah, as you can see, it's there.
Someone's at your door.
I mean, look at that, you wouldn't even know he was there, would you, unless you just glanced to the side. So, right, let's go over to the other part, see if we can find anything. Right guys, I'm going call it across here now because I've had a look round, and it's a bit of a pleasant surprise really, because while we've just seen an handful of things, a couple of camps, a couple of places where they have been camping, this is actually it's quiet at the moment. It's I don't know where they've gone, where they've moved to. This part here certainly had a couple of camps set up. I think one of them was Polish, to tell you the truth. He'd been in here a while, but I don't know whether they've been moved on, or they've moved on themselves, or they didn't feel safe, I don't know. So yeah, so there's only a couple of camps dotted around at the moment, but I've not come across here to poo-poo these people. I've just highlighting it because so many people walk across here with the dog and are oblivious to it really. These people living in the woods. I have seen lots of drug activity across here over the years as well. Seems to be a favourite place for them to meet up. But yeah, people associate the town centre, we're full of homeless and addicts, so they feel safer at the retail park, not realising a few hundred foot away the same problem exists. I think next I'll go over to Hanley. That's always a good point of something, isn't it? There's always something going on. Let's go see what we can find in Hanley. A couple of the homeless there, guys. Let's see where they go. If they go to the camp, I said. Yeah, like I said, we're going to the camp. Perfect timing, just as I was leaving really. See, now you wouldn't even know, would you, if you were walking here to the shops But just round this corner, these people are. Wow. There's obviously another escape route there somewhere, because they've gone into where the camp was and they disappeared, so they've got to be behind somewhere. Must have gone through the edges, that's all I can think of, for the railings. How the hell did they get through anyway? I can't even see where they could have got through. Ah, yeah, right. So they've gone through there for that gap. Probably seeking a bit of shelter while they can before it gets knocked down. Or have they gone get the fix or what? Who knows? Right, back to Hanley. You alright, buddy?
Is that you in case I'm under and Joe?
No, it's when I'm on my mountain bike. Hey, what did you? You cool? Hey? Alright, so I'm in Hanley, guys, and I was just going to show you where the rest of the homeless are, but as you can see at the moment, it's the place where I wanted to go, down here, where they all hang out, is full of them at the moment. And there's only one way in and one way out, so I shan't be going down there with any camera anytime soon. But yeah, that was one more area I just wanted to. I have been down here filming before, as you know, but I just wanted to highlight this area to show you some more. I could take you loads of places around the city centre and the outskirts of it. I'll show you hundreds of people, hundreds of homeless and addicts around. I really don't know what the answer to it is. I'm certainly not here to have a pop at these people, because like I say, I know some of them are very genuine, some of them are problematic, so it's a bit of a grey area on who's genuine and who's not, really. So the idea of this video is just to highlight the people who are homeless around here, because like I say, there's people who live in houses in this city who are oblivious to any of this, who don't know what's going on. So that's the point of this video, just to show you what is happening, not to have a dig at anybody. So until the next one, guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you do, give us a thumbs up, And if you're not already subscribed, give us a subscribe. See ya.